Sorry, it's rather cheeky of me to ask this question. Willie from Greenpeace, so Charles is, that's why Charles is grinning. Just back on the question earlier on about how difficult it is to actually know the answer to the question of how sustainable your fish is. In the UK, we're really lucky, actually. You touched on it, Jeff. Waitrose, Sainsbury's, Marks and Spencer's and the Co-op are doing pretty good things with fish, and you can buy your fish there and actually have quite a clear conscience. Waitrose even have a policy that's more strict than the MSC's policy, so they don't even stock all MSC products. That's how good they are. But just to get back to asking your question, and I think that you've maybe just answered it for me, John. This film has got to places that other films haven't reached. It's managed to get Greta Scacchi to take her clothes off. It's got in Heat magazine. It's got to number 10. It's been at Sundance. Where would you like to take the film next? Who would you like to see the film?
Obama or bust, come on.
Well, is it a secret? We are trying to get it into the White House as we speak. These issues have not had the relevance to the Americans domestically because they thought they managed their fisheries well. But now the bluefin has become this enormous issue. The Americans think they managed that well, whereas in fact they overfished it in the 50s, and it's been bumping along the bottom ever since, with a few recreationals fishing for it. It is a huge issue, and we are trying to get Obama to focus on it, because there has to be a virtuous American position going into CITES in Doha next March to do something about the overfishing of the bluefin tuna, the flagship species of the sea, let's face it, when it comes to fish, and nobody is doing anything virtuous about it. So in the next 6 months, we hope to get it before Obama.
Right, okay, tremendously good news. You have one here, and then we'll go up on this side, please.
Hi, I was just wondering about how we can support a virtuous EU leadership, as we seem to be one of the rate-determining steps in really creating change in this area.
I know what to do about that. I've been doing it. The curious thing about the EU and the signal contrast with the regime that Jeff has been describing in America, there is only one difference. And the driver is that in America, if you are a citizen and you think that your rulers are abusing the law, you can take them to court and prove that, and the law has to change, or they have to stop doing it. If the law is inadequate, doesn't seem to be doing what it says in its remit, the law has to change. That happened 3 times with the American National Fisheries Law, and it all came from civil society. Now, in EU, there is no Magna Carta for the citizen. The citizen is almost irrelevant. You won't get standing in the European Court except on the most arcane legal grounds, which are particularly made sure that they are of no relevance to anybody else. Law has to affect you uniquely for you to be able to contest it in Europe. If it affects all of us, you can't contest it through the courts. Least of all can you contest whether the Fisheries Commissioner was actually compliant with the, for example, 2002 reforms of common fisheries policy in setting quotas that were way over scientific advice for cod, for bluefin tuna, for plaice, or anything else. You can't get at him, and he knows it. So what you want, and what you want to tell this government or the next government that you want, is for them to support standing in the European Court for non-governmental organizations. That's how you fix it. It's that simple.